Welcome to Deep Dive Daily.
Good morning. Andy, how was your weekend?
Pretty good. Long, and like I said, I think I said on the air, the kids and wife were out of town for a chunk of it, which was nice. There was some nice peaceful gardening, some hammock time, some just hanging out with the dogs, reading a book. I watched several episodes of The Studio, which
Yes.
I don't know. Usually I have this like aversion to like cringe comedy where like you feel bad because it's like, because like I really struggled with the Scott's Tots episode. It's like, this is too much. I can't do this. Like this is a lighthearted comedy. I don't want this. And there's a little bit of that, but Rogan and Ike are so good. Like,
oh yeah. You like the? Did you get to the Chinatown one already?
Yes, I just watched that yesterday.
That one. They did a. Figured you'd like that one now.
They did a really good job with that. So, big fan so far. I'm gonna probably try to get through the rest of that this week.
Yeah, me too.
God, yeah, they do a really good job with that. I think. In general, I did watch The Last of Us finale. You didn't, so none of that. Okay,
I'm gonna watch it tonight, probably.
Yeah. All right, we'll discuss that later. Again, I don't understand. Bring your takes on that because some of you probably played the game. I didn't. I don't understand how true that was. What else? You know what I never watched, and I watched like an episode or two just to mix it up. Sex Education.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because you get that Amy Lee Wood. Well, yeah, but you got Amy Lee Wood, who wasn't like anybody. Now she was like the Lotus Girl. It's like
Margot Robbie lookalike is the lead gal in there. Yeah.
Oh, it's that was pretty solid. And also, if you're into terrible gross out cartoons, there's a new season of Big Mouth on Netflix.
Oh, really? Oh, good. Okay, cool.
I always watch those.
There's the new Rick and Morty season now too, which I'm excited about. Haven't caught up on any cartoons, just still ripping through Prestige TV. But yeah, Studio's huge this week for me. Would like to talk a little bit about Andor and Last of Us once it's wrapped. But it's been a great year.
I'm not caught up on Andor. This is kind of like my fish take. I think people were like mad at me saying I am very eclectic when it comes to music taste.
Sure.
I like almost everything. I listen to country music, not the new stuff. The new stuff is just god awful terrible. But I'll listen to some older country music and everything. We were listening to the movie themes one day in the car. I told you about that because the kids were playing it in band. But Rick and Morty, I don't get it. Unwatchable to me. Unfucking watchable. And here's the thing: I love Solar Opposites. Which is the same people, right? It's the same people made that. Solar Opposites was such a good show. Maybe I need to give it another chance, but it's the which one? I don't even remember which one's Rick.
The grandpa, yeah.
Yeah, when he just keeps
mad scientist.
I think maybe it was the first or second episode. He just keeps saying his name, Morty. Like to the point where I just couldn't handle it anymore. I just did not.
It's an acquired taste. I don't. Yeah,
maybe I'll have to. Maybe give it another. Somebody has to talk me into giving another.
I wouldn't twist anyone's arm if you've watched it and you don't like it. If you don't like it, you're not gonna all of a sudden get to an episode and be like, "Oh, this is why people think it's funny." Like
Solar Opposites was so good thoa
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Well, it was a busy weekend in sports. Let's cover a couple things that were crazy. Boy, motor racing kind of stole the show on Sunday. The Indy 500 was great. I don't know if you watched any of that. I don't know why I watched it, but I got way into it this year. I had a bunch of bets on it, and I was against Pato O'Ward as the favorite, which was good because he did not win. It went to Alex Palou, who has been just winning everything.
Wasn't he basically co-favorite?
I got him in like the 475.
Yeah,
range.
I feel like
Pato O'Ward was like 3-ish something.
Well, when I looked, he was roughly those two are roughly co-favorites. I guess
Tom Brady is just everywhere. Monaco. I didn't watch any of F1 Monaco, but I saw Lando won. Congratulations to him.
People say like Monaco is a bad F1 race. Here's the thing. all F1 races are bad.
Well, a lot more
freaking F1
a year. Yeah. Anyway, the Indy 500 had some crazy crashes and like one like unreal fire. Like the car caught on fire as they were refueling it, and like the fuel tank was on fire, and everybody gets just freaking hosed down. It was crazy. But ultimately, a great race, and yeah, the French Open is off and running. There's been very, very little drama so far, except for Francisco Cerundolo, who had no fight or interest in fighting back from defeat at all and just let go of the rope way early. Other than that, it's been mega chalk so far. Nothing to report on there.
Did you see? I'm sure you saw Alcaraz's outfit.
No.
The black and white. He has like a black and white horizontal stripes.
Okay.
It's like a cartoon. What a cartoon is of a Frenchman.
Oh,
like
really?
If you watched a Looney Tunes cartoon from like the 50s or 60s, if there was a French person, they'd wear a black and white striped T-shirt. I mean,
yeah.
It's like parody. It made me laugh. It's
yeah,
like it's like the stereotype, but from 100 years ago. But
you're right.
Yeah, it feels like it's going to be chalky. I'm still going to watch as much of it as I can without ruining too much of my sleep. I'm not like deep into it. Especially on the men's side, it feels like I can probably watch some good matches on the final 2 days. Those are the matches I'm interested in, especially on the men's side. There's some women's matches that pique my interest early.
The basketball is getting interesting. The Knicks Pacers series remains freaking mind-bendingly weird. I cannot believe the Pacers managed to win a game where they were down 9 on the road inside a minute, and then they lost a game where they were up 20 at home. Like, this has been absolutely wild. Some of the swings, and kind of just goes to Andy's point about it. Basketball is the game it runs. Down goes Medvedev was not winning anything, so it doesn't really matter. I guess technically,
especially today,
Q2 is easier. All right, the pricing
for the take real quick last night. The take I saw the most on Twitter today was we need to figure out a way to codify something to make it so a team can't foul when they're up by 3. And some people said if the shot clock's off and you're up by 3, you shouldn't be able to foul because it turns into a bad ending. And it was for a game that was close between, what could have been a 2-2 series. And I'm not saying the Timberwolves got hosed. I'm not saying they should have won that. That probably ended up going to the right team.
Yeah, they had extra chances.
But the ending kind of sucks when that happens. Like, it's true. I don't pushing that one game out of your mind. Do you think that ever happens?
No,
because I don't know. It's not. Sports is entertainment, and that's not entertaining.
Yeah, but I mean, the Thunder made their free throws. Like, if the Thunder missed their free throws, that gets insane, right? That gets crazy.
For sure.
That's what happened in Game 1 with the Pacers and the Knicks.
Yeah, and that's the counter subject or the counterpoint is like teams still fuck it up. Teams will do it too early. Teams do it in the wrong spots. I get it. People are just miffed about it. I wasn't nearly
all the commentary
miffed,
about the Thunder is fucking awful. It's bullshit. People don't like this team for some reason, or they didn't get the good prices, so they're fucking butthurt. They can all go fuck off. The Thunder are a super team, and they're gonna fucking win the title, and then you can all fucking cry your tears and deal with it because these guys are fucking awesome. And
so you weren't able to put that game. You weren't able to put that game out of your head.
Which one?
The last night. That's what I'm saying. In general. I was the fouling up 3.
Well, I was nervous till the very end of that game.
I know. It's still hard to separate.
That was a really tough one. And like, here's my general thoughts. Honestly, like Chet was unfucking believable yesterday. Jalen Williams was J-Dub was unfucking believable yesterday. SGA had 40. It had kind of a bad game. He's been poor defensively. He's given up corner threes like it's nobody's business, and the Timberwolves are making them. So it's gonna be a tough. Good to get across the finish line here. I think 8.5 points is too many in this next game. I would make it 7.5, but I do think that the Thunder have kind of settled into no Isaiah Hartenstein, small ball, kind of faster paced offense. So I don't think the Minnesota Timberwolves are stopping them anytime soon. But yeah, giving up the corner threes is just it's rough. I hate it. Anyway,
it's funny because that's the also other stupid big rule change suggestion that you see every once in a while when a team makes like 10 corner threes in a quarter. And to like, well, it's too close. We need to just extend the line out. You can't go over there anymore. It's like we aren't changing the size of a basketball court, and we're probably not moving that line anywhere. Like that is what it is. That's going to be like. Here's the thing: it's entertainment, and I made the point for that's not entertaining. Watching teams foul back and forth. A team making a shitload of threes is entertaining. So the league will never have a problem with that.
Of course it is. Anyway, my other series price, Pacers Knicks. I have Pacers right now minus 209. By the way, like the Thunder are minus 6,000 in the series right now, which is a little aggressive. Although I am not showing value betting back on Timberwolves right now. Timberwolves 1673. My Timberwolves price is 1766. So still not a plus EV bet on the Timberwolves. My Pacers Knicks price is Pacers minus 209. Market is minus 212. So no juice to squeeze there. And I guess just in general, it's a very close series. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing continues to be insane. I don't have any bets for tonight. Just gonna watch.
It doesn't seem like there's a lot of sense taking a side. I almost bet the Knicks in Game 3, and that was one of those like, oh my god,
before the game.
Yeah, what a bullet! What a bullet I dodged, and then I didn't. I kind of tuned out for a bit, and I come back like, what the fuck is going on? What are we doing here?
I didn't watch much.
Yeah, that series is wonky. Just let that one be. I think the Timberwolves have proved that they can keep it close with the Thunder enough where they more than likely, best case scenario, go 1-1 in the next 2 games. But they probably cover. I'm probably going to bet. I'm probably going to bet them they need some sort of outstanding shooting day, I guess, to steal one more, but stealing
getting
2
open shots.
Yeah, stealing 2 feels hard. Stealing 3 feels impossible. So Thunder Pacers finals. I would be remiss in saying, Minnesota always gets grief for not winning titles. We won another title over the weekend, boys.
Did you?
Whatever I do not even know the acronym for the new women's hockey league. But there's a professional women's hockey league, and it has never, ever been won by anybody except for Minnesota.
Cool.
2 years, 2 champs. There's only like 6 teams, but
cool. Your other women's basketball team is doing well as well. I think Collier now should be entrenched as your MVP favorite with Clark missing 2 weeks with the quad injury.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah. I got a bunch of Collier MVP. I think she's.
Well, I know that's what I was thinking about. She is still second favorite, but it feels like there's probably going to be some movement. If she has 1 or 2 big games over the next 2 weeks, man. That's all. Well, that's what I'm saying is Drew is. Would you think about? It feels very too horsey, and maybe I'm in the wrong there. But would you take a little bit of Clark on the other side? Yeah. The injury is too early in the season to really affect her chances. If she takes
it to 4-1, sure, but that's probably the buy point.
I don't think she's getting that big.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I don't think she's getting that high.
I think because honestly, I think she's winning it. It's just such a media narrative thing for her. Collier's so good, but that Indiana team sucks such shit, even with her last year.
Like, yeah, my Collier price is only plus 295, so I don't have enough latitude. Okay. I don't have enough latitude to get involved.
You're just riding then.
Yeah, I'm just riding now.
The PWHL, Professional Women's Hockey League.
There were a couple of other titles. Congratulations to Cornell men's lacrosse national title. That was pretty impressive, beating Maryland over the weekend. I know some of our friends had Cornell outright, so good job to them. Did you know that Long Beach State won the men's volleyball national title?
the dirt bags, yeah.
And this is I'm not. This is not hyperbole. It's a big deal around here. They threw them a parade, and like 3 weeks in a row, the local paper, the Guardian Gazette here, has had stories about the run and now the post run. Like our top player is going pro. You know, like this is a big deal. Like they're hanging a banner for the men's volleyball team.
It is a big deal when something like that happens.
Yes.
It's funny. I remember this when I was in college. I showed up in class and my morning lecture.
Yeah.
It was called the Rotunda, which is a giant round building that had a bunch of pie-shaped lecture halls. And I went over to the Rotunda for like a 7 or 8 o'clock class, and it was closed. And somebody was like, "Hey, we won the national title last night." I'm like, "What do you mean?" It's like women's basketball. But this is like 2002. So it's like Division II college women's basketball. And, I'm a freshman. I haven't really followed the women's basketball team, but apparently they won the title, and it's in the charter that school gets canceled the next day.
Nice.
No, I was mad.
Oh,
because like I'd gotten up early, I'd gotten showered, gotten ready. Like I could still be in bed. This is bullshit. They need to be. This is before you honestly, this is weird to say. This is before you checked your email a lot.
Sure.
You check your email once a day, maybe at the end of the day.
Definitely didn't have it on your phone then.
I wasn't on your phone. So yeah, I do remember we had a little parade.
Long Beach State is kick-ass in volleyball, Patrick. You know who our most famous, I say I didn't go to Long Beach State. Our most famous alum, Misty May Trainer, of course, famous volleyball player, Andy. She won 3 gold medals in beach volleyball,
with Carrie Walsh
in 2012. I don't even think they were all with Carrie Walsh. I think
two were at least.
2 were for sure.
That was like a super team.
04, she won with Carrie Walsh all 3 times. Carrie Walsh in 04. It was with Carrie Walsh in 08. And then Carrie Walsh in 2012. Yeah, so all 3 times.
That shit is kind of crazy if you watch it. It's like how much ground you have to cover when you're playing 2-person.
Oh, yeah. A shit ton. Yeah. Yeah, 2-person beach volleyball is very, very hard and very physical. But yeah, Misty May was an indoor volleyball. Her exploits in college were pretty impressive. At least I remember hearing about it.
It does help when you're that tall. That's true.
She was the Big West Conference Freshman of the Year in 1995. Yeah, National Play of the Year in 97 and 98. NCAA championship most outstanding player in 98. So she had a very, very solid career at Long Beach State. I got nothing else, man. I did have one important thing.
I have a trivia question.
Okay,
I want to hit me with your topic, and then I'm going to hit you with a trivia question.
I don't understand the pricing of the Conn Smythe Trophy right now at all. Conn Smythe Trophy, if you don't already know, goes to the most outstanding player in the NHL playoffs, not the finals, the playoffs. And so it's a body of work. And right now, it looks to me like the Panthers should pretty clearly be the favorites, as they are most likely going to be in the finals. And I think would be small favorites in those finals personally, but maybe not. So yeah, Panthers are plus 105 right now. Oilers plus 145, Stars plus 650. So this is it's very, very much we live in the Panthers world for a repeat here, and their first choice right now is Bobrovsky, the goalie, which makes no sense to me because presumably you're going up against the super team of skaters from the Oilers, so he's going to take some lumps.
There's still a slim chance that it's Dallas.
I would guess that Barkov
after the injury
should be the clear choice for if the Panthers win, and he's like 10-1. And then on the Oilers side of it, McDavid plus 190 versus Draisaitl at 12-1 makes no sense to me. Like those guys should be much closer together. And then even crazier than that, like a couple of points behind them, Bouchard is 120-1. And I know nobody thinks Bouchard is as good as McDavid and Draisaitl, but like the body of work is not that far away apart. Like it really.
I know, but
I don't know.
It's still such a big name, and it feels like McDavid is almost short on how many awards he should have at this point in his career, being as good as he is. I think he could be 3rd out of 3 in goals and points and maybe still win the award if they end up taking the cup. It's just such a brand name. And Scott Newman has
McDavid?
Yeah. It's not just like who had the best stats. It's, stats plus who is the most important to their team. And then Scott
in
brings
round 1 and round 2, Draisaitl was the most important skater for the Oilers. In round 3 so far, it's marginally been McDavid.
You're just talking your book.
No, I'm serious.
I know, but the market is disagreeing with you strongly.
Yeah, strongly, yeah.
Trivia. Can you name anything, any fact about Conn Smythe? Can you tell me one thing about this person?
You
can't say he's Canadian.
Man.
It's a man.
It's a formerly alive man.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
All these people that these awards are named after for Canada, I have no idea. I had to Google this guy.
I think he was a soldier, right?
That's what it says when you Google it. Oh. But he also coached, owned, general managed the Leafs. Actually, here's a second trivia question. Which World War did he serve in?
Oh my God. I feel like this is a trick question. Both.
It is both.
That's good.
It is both. That's a heck of a career in the Canadian military.
Is he a back-to-back World War champion?
He is.
World War champion. Yeah.
I mean, the kind of coattails Canada, because we did a lot of this stuff too, but Canada is a World War I and II champion. So back-to-back plus
it's
a bunch
of Irish-sounding name, not Canadian. Very confusing. Smythe.
Oh, plus he's got a bunch of
Conn Smythe. He sounds Irish to me.
He was born in Toronto.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyway,
Constantine Falkland Carey Smythe, born 1895.
Click through. Let's see.
I don't know. If anyone has some, what?
I'm on his Wikipedia page. He is in the Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame. Did you know that? He was the 2-time Sovereign Award for Outstanding Breeder, 77 and 78. Conn Smythe. How about that?
They need to redo those Most Interesting Man in the World commercials and have like a Conn Smythe impersonator. This guy actually did it. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It feels like it's short of somebody really separating themselves in goalkeeping excellence or points. It's going to go to the star. It's going to go to the biggest star. And as Newman pointed out, like, you're right about you're right a little bit about Barkov, but there's a bunch of guys in the Panthers that are not that far away from him too. And it's not like
true
Barkov is McDavid. So it kind of feels like, yeah, like you said, Bob is default. And if Bob has a bad series, they're not winning. So it doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah. I guess the question is, like, if Barkov or Draisaitl has like a hat trick in game 4 of the finals, then they're just going to win. And so that, like, the fact that it's kind of hinges on just there's some variance about a single big game performance.
Don't bet McDavid. I'm not saying bet. Don't bet McDavid at 2-1. That's a horrible bet.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Now you're kind of speaking. Now you're making sense.
I'm just saying that's why the market is what it is.
Okay. I see what you're saying. All right. Well, I hope Draisaitl has a big game, or I hope Barkov has a big game, because that's where my money's at. I also have some ranting in, but I don't think the Dallas Stars are getting there. And is he even playing? He has been invisible ever since his kind of heroics that got them out of that early series. Anyway, let's call it. I got to get going. We will be back tomorrow to talk about some stuff. It's going to be you said it in the open where we were live. It's going to be a fuck around Friday all week, probably. Good luck.
Visit our baseball takes.
Ooh, that's a good call.
Pull up that
as well.
Yeah, we're
2 months in. I think Shohei Ohtani's just going to win MVP.
Kind of. That's what I said.
That's kind of sad.
Like, hey, we got a good number, but
it's not going to win.
Such is life. See you guys.